Yo, what's going on, boys? It's Daily Tactics here, and today we are back with some more Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2 with a brand new unit in the new update for Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2, and that would be the French Revolutionary Soldiers. So, we're going to do a large-scale line battle between the French Revolutionary Soldiers and the British Redcoats over there, but that's not all. While the line battle is going on, we have another 1.5 million soldiers for each army in the city here that are going to be doing guerrilla warfare against each other. So we're going to have an absolutely massive battle. If you guys enjoy this content, please be sure to hit the like button. Also, I'm doing a giveaway on the channel. The winner will be announced during next week's live stream on either Monday or Tuesday in the description of the live stream. All you got to do to enter is hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below. And the winner will get $60 of instant gaming credit to get whatever video game item you would like. Either way, let's get into it. I figure we should go ahead and start off with the line battle over here and then move on to the guerrilla warfare on the other side. And the first volley wipes out a ton of soldiers for both sides here. I really don't know who the stronger unit is or if they're evenly matched between the French and the British. I know historically around this era, you know, especially during sort of like the 7 Years' War and things like that, the British had the stronger navy while still having a strong army, and the French had the stronger army while still having a decently strong navy as well. So theoretically, the French soldiers should be superior to the British soldiers here. We just don't know if that is going to hold true in Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2. I don't know how historically accurate this will be or anything like that. It looks like both sides have sort of taken similar losses amongst each other here, so it's really hard to tell which soldier is going to end up being the stronger of the two. And at the moment, actually, both sides have lost 17,000 almost exactly. The French have 300 health, and the Redcoats over here also have 300 health. Let's see how much damage a shot can do. Let's see. Let's take care of you guys. And I missed. This might take a second to actually hit a shot. Nope, I missed again. Oh, this is a failure. All right, wait. Is there any bullet drop to this? I don't even know. Okay, we might not be able to tell the damage of each, although it seems right now to be just about equivalent. Either way, this line battle is fighting it out. Let's go check on the guerrilla warfare in the city over this way. Okay, so in the city, it looks like we have a lot more action happening between the two sides. So we do have Redcoats firing away from the buildings and things like that. And similar can be said for the French soldiers over here. Oh, let us get involved in this war. Very nice, very good, boys. And then these guys over here are like, oh, chip chop cheerio, yes. Kill the French scum, the French frogs. Look at these guys running forward to the front lines to get better accuracy going on, and only to get shut down moments later by incoming musket balls. I do have to say, I'm really glad they added another sort of musket style unit. Having just the Redcoats, I mean, while it's awesome to have the Redcoats in the game, I'm super glad they have them, it was a little bit boring without adding another musket soldier unit to the game. You know, I wish sometimes that they would like add multiple of each faction when they add them, because like, for example, they added the Redcoats without adding anything else. When the game first came out, they added the US Army in World War II without adding anything else, and then it wasn't until a couple updates later they added the German soldiers. And then on top of that, you know, you have examples like the modern soldiers. Right now we have the modern soldiers, they're released, they're out, but we don't have any sort of like enemy to them. We have like these US modern soldiers, but we don't have like a Russian modern soldier or, you know, some other enemy modern soldier or pirate or something like that. So it just makes it a little funny that like we have these factions that, you know, they can fight against the other time periods, and I think that's super fun. Like, it's awesome to have Redcoats being able to fight against modern soldiers, but you do kind of want to at least have some of the same faction going on. You know, you want a little bit of that similar warfare going, but at least they do eventually add them. I just think it's a little funny how they'll add them later on in the game's development rather than right away. Just an interesting little perspective there, I suppose. Either way, I do have to say, I have been super thrilled with this update thus far. It's been super fun. I'm super glad it came out. We're desperately needing some new content, so it's pretty cool to be getting so much at once here with multiple new factions. We also have that new campaign battle that I have yet to try out, so we'll definitely be needing to try that out as well, and I'm pretty stoked about that too. Either way, why don't we go ahead and do some sort of a time lapse here. I say we do a time lapse of the French army over this way, fighting away. Since we've seen time lapses of the British army before, let's focus on the French for this video since they are the new faction. Right now, it appears like they're basically even in terms of kills. Although, one team... Wait, which team is this? Okay. Okay, so the French have actually lost more soldiers than the British. That could be due to, like, water or, like, falling in rivers and things like that. Like, sometimes like, these British soldiers, they died to drowning and stuff like that, so maybe the French had more of that happening, I suppose. They do have a lot of soldiers back here crossing the river, so maybe they lost more soldiers crossing that river or something along those lines. But it does look like right now the British are winning, but both sides have basically even numbers of kills. So I'm not totally sure. Oh, we should also check in on the line battle over here before we go into a time lapse. Okay, the line battle is still going on here, but I think the two sides are actually like a little too far apart from each other to actually shoot much. So we'll go ahead and turn them on to attack orders for both sides, of course. There we go. And now they will swing at each other and finish up this little line battle portion over here. So we've got the British charging forward, we've got the French charging forward, but things still do look fairly even between these two sides right now. Either way, let's go back. You know what? While this time, this battle is happening, why don't we go ahead and do a time lapse of this battle and get the victor from a bird's eye view. I think that could be kind of interesting, just while this is still happening. Alright, so the little line battle segment here is down to just some French boys over here and some red coat boys over here. They'll duke it out. We'll find out the winner eventually, but let's head over to the main battle yet again. Okay, so over here at the main part of the battle, it seems like we do have more continued pushes from both sides of the battlefield. We've got redcoats pushing up on different houses with the blue coats. No, the French revolutionaries pushing up on the other sides, while both sides are still backed up by their main army. We've also still got a constant trickle in from both sides of their men who are sort of trapped further back by rivers and bridges and things like that. So still a lot of battle to go here. I'm thinking we should do another pretty decently sized time lapse, a long one, of course short for you because it'll be chopped down by speed, but for me like an hour maybe, because this is going to be a long battle. We've only got about 200k kills for both sides and 1.2 milli remaining for both sides as well. So let's do a long nice time lapse here, and I'm thinking like, yeah, we look over here at the red coats, we could see the blue coats kind of coming in the other side. Let's do this nice bird's eye view time lapse. See you guys in a bit. Okay, so about 30 minutes there did end up passing, and I mean, just by the looks of the battlefield, not a lot has changed. However, both sides are at about 500,000 total kills, which is pretty incredible. And actually, Team 1, which is the French over here, are making a little bit of a comeback from their starting deficit there. They now have 1.01 million remaining, and the Redcoats have 1.08 million remaining. So they're slowly but surely making a little bit of a comeback against these Redcoats, which is pretty cool. Also, just checking in over here, I have a feeling this battle's over. And actually, I think it was these guys who ended up winning it, probably. These, maybe Frenchies over here? I have a feeling? I don't know. I mean, so there's no one left over here. Whoever the victor was over here clearly moved to go engage. They're either probably still moving, or it was those blue Frenchmen. I have a feeling the French won that, and these are them. Maybe. But there are a lot of them here. And they also could have come from over... Oh, yeah, there are more coming from over this way. Yeah, maybe that's not who it is. I guess we might never know who ended up winning the little line battle engagement there. But it was pretty darn close at the end of it. So, you know, maybe it was just a couple of troopers. Although I'm very curious as to who won. Not entirely sure, but I don't know how to find out. I think probably whoever it was is already dead. You know, entering the battle. It could have been those blue Frenchmen over here. It could have been, though there are more coming from that way too, so not fully sure. Either way, it seems like the Redcoats are dealing with them over here, and then they're going to try and push further this way, which will be interesting, though there is kind of a constant tide of French soldiers heading from that way over to stop them, so it's, you know, keeping them from going super fast. But these Redcoats are still pressuring this way, and the French soldiers are pressuring this way. It's basically just one massive cluster throughout this entire battle, expanding the entirety of the battlefield. It's actually crazy how much of the battlefield is taken up from this battle. Absolutely nuts. Oh, this might have been what killed a lot of soldiers, is this flooded river over here. That's interesting. Yeah, it looks like the river flooded and killed a ton of soldiers at some point in the battle over here. Very interesting. Okay. Oh, this bridge right here also completely flooded. Wow. That's nuts. All right. So some flooding going on the battlefield. That's pretty neat. That could have accounted for some of the deaths that weren't caused by musket fire and stuff like that. Either way, we'll go ahead and let this roll for a while longer. It's going to be a long time before we have a victor, but I want to find out who it is. We are now at the halfway point in the battle, and it looks to me like the French army is actually slightly stronger than the Redcoat army. They've got 60,000 more kills than them. It's not a lot, and it took a very long time for them to reach that amount. However, it is obviously managing to pull them ahead of the Redcoats by a decent bit, actually. So I'm very curious, actually, as to why they're getting just slightly more kills. It could potentially have to do with spawns, you know, where they ended up at the beginning of the battle. However, I mean, over such a long battlefield, some areas are going to be more advantageous, some areas are going to be less advantageous for both sides. So I have a feeling it might have more to do with the characters themselves. Maybe the French soldiers here have like better accuracy or something like that, or they do maybe slightly more damage than the Redcoats. We know they have the same health, so I don't know. It's a very minute difference, but clearly it is having some sort of an impact on the battle, as you know, one side is doing better than the other. Okay, that musket shot did 50 damage as a revolutionary, and then that one I missed. Oh, that's another revolutionary soldier. How about this one? Ah, I swear to goodness, come on. Someone get me a good shot here. Nope. Okay, how about this one? This is the least accurate gun in the world. All right, I'm going rainbow. Come on, fire. Yes, okay, 50 damage. So they do about the same damage, actually. Exactly the same damage. Unless, of course, you hit different parts of the body, which this game takes into account. So, bruh, I straight up don't know. I straight up don't know why one side is doing so much better than the other side. Well, not so much better, but significantly better than the other side, I suppose you could say. Either way, let's just keep letting it roll and find out the results. Okay, so after... Whoa. I forgot which mic I was using. That might have been really quiet. After some more time right there, we are coming somewhat to a close here, about 250,000 soldiers per army left. The Redcoats have closed the gap a smidge yet again, making us a little bit of a comeback right there. In terms of kills especially, they're now only... let's see, 5,000 behind in kills, but it is still decently close, and the body piles are just growing everywhere. The battlefield hasn't really shifted too much. Still the same sort of battling going on in the same areas, just the lines are a lot thinner now. As you can see, there's just less and less troopers and more dead bodies that they're stepping on top of. It's a little brutal. Either way, why don't we go ahead and keep this thing going. After some more time here, it seems like fighting has finished up in this area, and still, the Redcoats are closing in once again on the French soldiers. I think it might be partially because the French appear to be the ones attacking over here. And then, what's going on over here? Yeah, I think same sort of deal over here. It does appear as though the French are the ones assaulting the Redcoats, and the Redcoats are in a bit more of a defensive position, which I think is affording them more kills, which is obviously not good for the French. The Redcoats being in that defensive position are just slaughtering them bit by bit. It's cool to see the rounding musket fire from these boys down here as they fire up that hill. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, the French are losing by quite a bit now, actually. They only have 60,000 troopers left, and the Redcoats have 120,000 troopers left. Their numbers went down pretty astronomically, but not necessarily from Redcoat kills. Definitely some from Redcoat kills, which have caught up a lot, but I think maybe there was more flooding or something like that over here. The water in this game is dynamic, so it will rise sometimes to level off and things like that, and troopers can get caught in that. So I don't know, maybe that happened, or they fell off some cliffs somewhere, something like that, but something killed a bunch of these boys, and I'm not entirely sure what. Looks like, yeah, oh my god, this entire lake is filled with troopers who tried to cross it. Well, that wasn't very smart. Is the river as well? Oh my god, the river is also filled with the blue boys. Oh my goodness, tons of environmental kills happen. Wow, okay, so maybe that was it. Either way, the blue army certainly on their final legs here, while the red army is just trying their darndest to hang in there, boys. But it's a tough one. It certainly is. Okay, so strangely enough, fighting has basically stopped, but the French actually have 12,000 soldiers left, and the Redcoats have 1,000 soldiers left. But there's like a few French dying every once in a while and a couple of Redcoats, but I literally cannot find where these guys are for the life of me. Like, I got no clue where the last of them are. Oh, I thought maybe those were some, but that was just like a weird animation glitch. Yeah, I can't find them. Oh, maybe over here? Nope. I've literally no idea where they could be. But look at this battlefield. Holy cow. Oh, right over here. I found them. Ah, okay. Wait. It says Team 1 has 12,000. But that's Team 2, and the Redcoats clearly have way more. Okay, I'm very confused by that. I think maybe somehow the game mixed up the teams, and all along the Redcoats were Team 1, and Team 2 was the French. Oh, interesting. Okay, either way, we're gonna let this play out, I guess, but that's really weird. Okay, and there we have it. Basically, the Redcoats end up winning this. 49 Frenchmen left alive. No idea where they are. They could be anywhere on the map, but there are still 11,000 Redcoats left alive, which is crazy. I'm super duper surprised that the Redcoats were able to actually... Well, they didn't even clutch this up because we just got the teams wrong, which is so weird because it says Team 2 is the Redcoats, but they should only have 49 remaining. Somehow the teams got switched. That's a weird bug. Either way, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.